Hi, I'm Dr. Chisenhall, and I'm your instructor for CIS 108 Applied Concepts in Educational Technology. I'm very excited to be working with you this semester, and I can't wait to get to know you all a little better. If you haven't already, please watch the course orientation video that I posted with our welcome announcement, and that will give you an overview of our course shell and how to find and locate all of the resources and assignments. So this week we're going to look at Module 1, and I'm going to go over the resources and assignments with you. But before I do that, I have a question for you. Do you have a favorite teacher? Whether it was an elementary school teacher or a high school teacher, do you have a favorite teacher? Okay, so if you said yes, what is it that made that person your favorite teacher? I bet you said things like they were caring, they were kind, they were supportive of you, they helped you reach your goals, they believed in you, they gave you support, they made you feel important. You had a great and positive relationship with them. So, what does technology have to do with those things I just mentioned? Technology is a tool that good teachers can use. But technology cannot replace those characteristics and qualities of those teachers that we love. So that's what we're going to learn about this semester and talk about. We are going to learn how to be awesome teachers who are positive and kind and caring and do what we can to help our students succeed. And we're going to use technology as a tool to our resource to help us accomplish those things. So I'm going to make myself small, pop down here in the corner, and I've already brought up our Module 1 information. So this week we're going to take a look at the ISTE standards, which ISTE stands for International Society for Technology and Education, standards for educators and students for the use of technology in the classroom. And we're also going to talk about some best practices when it comes to using technology in our classroom. By the end of this week, you are going to be able to answer these two essential questions about the incorporation of technology in the classroom. Here, if you scroll down a little farther, here I have the links to the resources for you to watch and read for this week. When you click on the first one, it takes you to a video explaining what the ISTE standards are and why we have them. Okay, so it's just over a minute, and it's a great video to watch explaining how the ISTE standards help us to guide our use and incorporation of technology to make sure we're using it in a way that meets their standards, is appropriate, and also helps students to be critical thinkers and problem solvers. If you click on the ISTE standards link, this takes you to the ISTE standards for educators. Under each of the standard, there is a plus sign. When you click on that, it drops down to the subsets of that standard and provides a little bit more explanation and information. So the first standard for educators is learner, leader, citizen, collaborator, designer, facilitator, and analyst. So you'll be able to read through those in the descriptions. I'm going to click back over on Module 1. The next link is the ISTE poster. It's the standards for students. So by following and incorporating the ISTE standards for students, we're going to help students to become empowered learners, digital citizens, global collaborators, creative communicators, computational thinkers, innovative designers, and knowledge constructors. So I'm going to go back over here to Module 1. The next link is 20 developmentally appropriate practice checklists for teachers. So when we're incorporating technology, we still need to make sure that everything that we do is developmentally appropriate for the age group of children that we are working with. Okay? So please take a second and read through this article. I'm going to click back over Module 1. Our next resources is an article called Technology Interactive Media as Tools in Early Childhood Programs Serving Children from Birth through Age 8. So one of my favorite parts of this article is actually the beginning, and I'd like to take a second to read it with you. It says, television was once the newest technology in our homes, and then came videos and computers. And when you think about that for a second, I have TVs in my home, but we don't turn them on that often. That's not saying my children aren't getting screen time, because they are. I have a 7.5-year-old and a 3.5-year-old, but where are they getting their screen time from? Their tablets, right? So really the tablets are replacing what you and I probably viewed as our TV screen time when we were younger. Today's children are growing up rapidly in a changing digital age that is far different from their parents and grandparents. Technology is surrounding them. Technology allows us to have shared experiences and optimize the potential for children's learning and development with both their adults and peers. And that is so very true. I remember last year, so my daughter would have been 2.5, we had gone out to eat and we were sitting in a restaurant and there wasn't any music and there weren't that many people there, so it was kind of quiet. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, she yelled out, "Alexa, play Moana songs." And of course, it just made us chuckle, but technology
Moana,
is so, Alexa. I'm back. I had to pause my video while I told Alexa to stop playing Moana songs. But that's just my point right there. Technology is so infused in our everyday lives that even young children, 2-year-olds, they know how to use it, they know when to use it, and they have a purpose for using it. So this is an interesting article from NACCE about the use of technology in early childhood. So whether you want to work with high schoolers or little ones, I think you'll enjoy that article. So if we go back over here to Module 1, I've included some additional resources that you may want to take a look at. But if you're feeling overwhelmed and you're feeling like you just have too much newness this week, then really don't worry about these. You'll be fine. If you scroll down a little farther, I have a photo that are the 7 habits of highly effective teachers who use technology. So you can count on the fingers and go through these 7 things. And so this is what we want to do. We want to be the educator who incorporates these 7 aspects for how we incorporate technology to help our students learn and grow. Okay, you have 2 assignments to complete this week. You're going to complete an introduction discussion board and also an ISTE standards discussion board. Just one discussion board. I've lumped both questions together. And you're also going to complete a basic skills survey reflection blog. So let me go over those a second. Okay, so here is your introduction and week 1 discussion forum. You can click on that, and then once that loads, you'll be able to read the 2 questions that I have posed here for you, and I'd also like you to take a few minutes to introduce yourself. So you'll just click on Start Thread, and we see a friend down here has a couple friends have already posted, so they got an early start on the semester. So you're going to click Start Thread, and then I would like you to introduce yourself and then answer these 2 questions. So after reading the ISTE standards, and I included the link again here, which standards are you most confident with and where do you feel the most need for improvement lies? And then how would you describe your comfort level in using technology for instructional purposes? So those are your discussion boards. And then if we go back to Module 1, you have one other assignment to complete this week, and that is to take a survey regarding your comfortableness with incorporating technology. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the survey. You may or may not want to print the results. You are going to take the survey again the last week of the semester. So if you don't print your results, you might want to jot down in your notes, put it in your folder so you don't forget it, your strength areas or areas you'd like to improve upon. Because like I said, on week 15, you're going to go back and take this survey over again. So you're going to click on the basic skills survey link, and then that will take you to the link to complete the survey, just for you to get a feel on your own technology use and what you excel on and what you'd like to do a little better. And then after you've completed the survey, you're going to reflect on our blog. So the blog is very much like a discussion board. It's just another tool that we can use to communicate, to share, and to tell our stories with each other. Okay, so after you've completed the survey, reflect on these 3 questions. What did you learn about yourself with regards to technology? What do you need to learn about technology? Identify at least 2 gaps in your level of knowledge, comfort, and familiarity with technology. And then for each identified gap, develop a goal for yourself in terms of educational technology. So how you respond is you scroll down here, and then under leave a reply, you will type your response in here. So these websites where you type your response directly into the box, I don't know about you, but sometimes I've had a little difficulty with them where I've typed a comment and I go to post and my comment disappears, and that's so frustrating, especially if you've spent some time composing a response that you're really proud of. So what I would recommend you do is, once you have typed your response, just copy it. You can highlight it and copy, and then that way you can click post, and if the most awful thing happens and your response disappears and doesn't post, you have it again, so you can just try it again and paste it right into the comment. Also, if you have trouble again, just email it to me. I don't want you to become frustrated with technology. I don't want technology for this course to make you want to bang your head on your laptop or on your computer. So just email me if you're having difficulties with things. You could also type your response in a Word document and then copy and paste it. Okay, so those are your 2 assignments for this week. So I'll go back to Module 1. But I don't think we have forgotten anything. I think we've covered all of your readings for this week, your resources for this week, and then your 2 assignments for this week. So everything is all right here. So please, please, please let me know if you have any questions. I know life is a little different right now. I don't know if you could hear, but my husband's mowing the grass. Oh, now my dog is barking. You might have been able to hear my daughter talking, and then Alexa started playing Moana songs. So we're all in this together. I know no one's videos are going to be perfect. So let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a great week.